Hello! I wanted to share a story with you today about something that could be hurting your business without you even realizing it. A client of mine, let's call her Rebecca, was regularly asked to speak in public to raise awareness about bullying. She had suffered greatly because of bullying, and she felt called to tell her story. But something inside of her was scared that if she really spoke the full and naked truth about her experience, she would appear weak and needy. She also had a belief hidden inside that her public would not be able to hear the full truth and somehow would turn on her. As a result, she was holding back and watering down her story, and her impact on the audience was less and less over time. After her talk, when people would come to thank her, she often found herself backpedaling and downplaying the difficulties she had gone through. She would say things like, "It was such a long time ago, I'm over it now. Life must go on. I had a lot of support and it was not too bad." She knew she was not being truthful. And it hurt. As a matter of fact, the feedback she was receiving from people was that she was hesitating and giving the impression that she wasn't sure of herself. And this hurt too, causing a vicious cycle that undermined her self-confidence. And it wasn't just in live events either. She also really struggled with going live on social media, and this further undermined the reach of her message. Does this sound familiar to you? Do you have a story to tell, but you struggle to speak about it truthfully and with confidence? Hi, I'm Véronique Eberhart. I coach people to find their voice and speak the truth with confidence. In my experience, there are three main reasons why people struggle with speaking out about the very topics that would have the most impact on the audience. And these can have negative effects on many areas of their business, from client relationships to speaking at live events to going live on social media. Those three reasons are three big fears. First, the fear of being outcast. Her name is Tribal Outcast. And the second is the fear of making a fool of yourself. Her name is Foolish Fantasia. And the third, the fear of hidden downside. Her name is Better Safe Than Sorry. Rebecca is suffering from the first big fear, tribal outcast, the fear of being cast out. This is the old tribal fear of being banished or ostracized if you disappoint your tribe or your family of origin. The way we prevent that from happening is that we follow all the rules to stay safe. In modern times, this fear can manifest like this. You are afraid that if you speak your truth, you will disappoint people, or that they will disapprove of you, and ultimately, they will stop loving you. In other words, you will cast out of their life. Wow, that's harsh. But that is exactly what tribal outcast is screaming at you at times like this. You see, as we grow up, we absorb from the adults and our tribe specific belief systems around many given topics or groups of people, the other tribes. And loyalty to our tribe is of utmost importance, especially in the early years when our very livelihood depends on it. Let me ask you some questions. What was your family communication style? Were you told that girls were seen and not heard? Were some people allowed to speak and others not, like adults or boys? Or were you in a family where you connected through gossiping? Maybe your tribe ostracized other tribes, like rich people, or this political party, or those people of different culture, language, color. Maybe your tribe was a hardworking blue-collar family and artists and creative tribes were frowned upon. Or on the contrary, maybe you were a tribe of struggling artists with a deep distrust of Wall Street people. Does any of this sound familiar? The problem with that is that as you change or even aspire to change, tribal outcasts believes that change will make you unacceptable to your tribe. And as soon as you're going to speak about your business, your new venture, what you believe in, or ask for what you really want, the tribal outcast wakes up inside, and unless you recognize what is going on, it will cause you to feel, say, and do things that undermines your progress. So growing up, Rebekah learned to stay stoic and strong and to keep things to herself. And now Rebekah is the wise woman that everybody can count on, the picture of strength and resiliency. She realized that she had been afraid that if she showed up as vulnerable and authentic, she would be seen as needy or weak, and that was not acceptable in her family. Working with me, she was able to see her tribal outcast for what it is, an outdated pattern. As soon as she recognized her fear, she was able to let down her guard, feel safe, and open up. As I continued to coach and support her, as she dared to take the risk to be vulnerable. And it changed everything for her. She realized that presenting the whole unadulterated truth was a real gift to her audience, and it really transformed the experience for her audience. She became more whole and real, and people started to thank her for her brave honesty and commented on how they appreciated her clear and firm guidance and her message. So I would like to ask you, what is it that is stuck inside of you that you don't say because your own tribal outcast voice tells you to keep to your long-standing patterns of being the loyal person who doesn't question the tribe? I hope this is helping you find your voice and speak your truth with confidence. And I invite you to listen to my next video about how the fear of making a fool of yourself is holding you back. In the meantime, please leave your comments, and if you found this video helpful, please do your friends a favor and share it. Thank you for listening.